Ipinagdiriwang ngayon ang ika-150 anibersaryo ng kapanganakan ni Emilio Aguinaldo. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang unang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas sa ilalim ng Malolos Congress kasama ang historian na si Arius Raposas. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Magandang umaga.
Okay, pag tiningnan mo yung ating mga bayani, yung mga taong lumaban at nagkaroon ng malaking papel sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, lalo na doon sa parte ng paglaban sa mga Kastila, parang si Aguinaldo, medyo minor yung naging role niya to think na siya yung unang Pangulo ng Republika, to think na marami rin naman siyang naipanalo na mga labanan noon against the Spaniards. Bakit sa tingin mo, compared to Rizal, compared to Bonifacio, compared to other heroes, si Aguinaldo medyo nasa background lang. Wala na nga siya sa mga pera
Yes,
di ba?
Wala na. So, I see in Aguinaldo na because he was thrust into a position of power, no? Kaya he was relegated to a minor role. Na-politicize yung kanyang pagiging hero. No?
Ano ibig sabihin mong na-politicize yung kanyang pagiging hero?
Kasi when you look at surveys, no, they would say na Aguinaldo is still one of the more popular heroes. Pero among them, you would see that Aguinaldo is the one who is in the center of the political scene. No, you say he was president, di ba? He has to balance things. No? And he has also enemies. So that I think that's one.
Malaking factor din ba yung kasi si Aguinaldo tumanda talaga talagang hanggang 19 hindi ko na alam
1964.
Oo,
Yes.
1964 hanggang
Yes.
doon siya yung buhay niya, 'di ba? Pero yung katulad ni Bonifacio at saka ni Rizal, si Rizal pinatay ng mga Kastila, si Bonifacio silang dalawa ng kapatid niya, 'di ba? Binaril ng mga kapwa Pilipino. So parang iba yung death, kumbaga yung death ng dalawa parang mas heroic, ganun ba? Factor din ba 'yan?
Kasi parang may kasabihan sila, di ba? Either you die a hero, or live long enough to be a villain. Not everyone lives long enough to be a villain. Pero Aguinaldo is one case in point. Kasi I see in him na he carried a lot of issues for a long time. No? He did not take the opportunity to clean his record. No? For example, the letter saying that he signed Bonifacio's death sentence.
Death sentence, yeah.
No? It took him 50 years, no? It only showed up 1948. But he did sign it.
Okay,
No?
okay.
So, he carried it for a long time that people began to believe that he's not as heroic, no? Kasi, if you say that hero is being admired by many, no, Aguinaldo qualifies. But if you say that being a hero has to be a moral person, di ba, something to emulate, there's a gray area there, no? But you shouldn't see heroes and villains black and white, no?
Yeah.
Because everyone is human. No? They have their flaws.
Kasi yun nga, parang sa ngayon, ang tinitingnan na, pag sinabing Aguinaldo, ang tinitingnan na anggulo ay yan yung nagpapatay nag-utos ng pagpatay kay Bonifacio. Tapos ngayon nga, recently in-auction yung telegrama, di ba? Na inuutusan niyang pumunta si General Luna sa Nueva Ecija. So parang sa kanya rin binibintang yung pagkamatay, yung pagpatay kay Antonio Luna. So parang yun yung laging nakakabit sa kanya.
Ang laking issue nun.
Ang laking issue nun.
And it also made an election issue, di ba? In a way, dahil nga Aguinaldo also ran for election, no? And those election issues were not resolved, no? Na pinahanap pa nga yung buto ni Bonifacio, di ba? And then here comes the telegram. No?
So paano ba dapat kinikilala or inaalala si Emilio Aguinaldo given that yes, merong mga issues na ganyan against him, pero meron din naman siyang contribution lalo na nung giyera sa laban sa mga Kastila?
Yes, Aguinaldo has merits, no? In his own. He is you could say na he's a military figure, no? In a revolution that has so few victories, no? And Aguinaldo was one of them, no? And that's what raised his status. Kasi you could say na for example, Bonifacio and the other leaders were not as much fortunate in their battles. And I could see that he became president, no?
Yeah.
He became president, and that's not easy, considering that it's a revolution and there are many vested interests. No? He was able to ascend
Yeah.
there at the top.
Sabi kasi ng mga iba, parang hindi daw dapat kino-commemorate itong kapanganakan ni Emilio Aguinaldo
Narrative.
dahil he's a traitor and a trapo. Yun ang pananaw ng iba. Your thoughts on this?
Well, trapo, but others view it as pragmatic, no? No, because he was so young, no? He's the youngest president.
Ilang taon lang ba siya nung naging presidente?
Around 27.
Oh, is that
Yes.
so? Okay.
And
okay.
syempre, di na tayo magkakaroon ulit kasi may age limit na.
Oo.
He was so young, and he has many interests to look at. No?
Yeah.
Many politicians, many figures that he has to consider. And but he's human, he's limited, no? You couldn't, even if he's bigger than life, but when people look at him, they would say, he doesn't have that, he's not that special pala, after all, no? He's just like us. Pero he has been given a status din that
Okay.
is higher than others.
Okay. Ang isa sa mga laging pinupukol laban kay Aguinaldo ay nagsimula yan lahat sa Tejeros Convention.
Yes.
Marami na tayong narinig about the Tejeros Convention at ito rin yung naging mitsa nung talagang tunggalian nung dalawa at yung naglabas nga ng death sentence itong si Aguinaldo laban kay Bonifacio. May mga nagsasabi na yung Tejeros Convention, it was rigged daw, na ito daw yung unang dagdag bawas sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas at ito daw yung in-orchestrate daw ito lahat ni Aguinaldo para siyang maging Pangulo.
Well, for one, they only see it because it was his birthday, no? He was elected on his birthday. So they would say, oh, it's a birthday gift for him. But in the first place, he was not there, no? He was in absentia. No? So he cannot directly influence the election because he was not there. He was fighting. No? But the ones who nominated him were his allies, no?
Okay.
Especially the Batangueños. And about dun sa Dayaan, no, there are many stories, no? There are many stories, sabi nila, nasulatan na yung balota, o kaya
talaga?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there were also stories na, kasi umulit ng papel. Baka nasulat na, tapos nabilang ulit. Kasi we can only have the only count we have now is that of Ricarte. He was the one who tallied them. And napakalaki nung lamang ni Aguinaldo. It was 146 to 80. So hindi niya siguro hindi niya siguro nakita na fighting in Aguinaldo's home turf, no, Bonifacio, he did not see that he would lose because he was Supremo. No?
Okay,
He sees his standing as higher than others. No? So, kasi yung election issue na yan, tagal na yan, before pa yung Tejeros in March, they've been always calling for elections. You don't know why, but they are saying that we need a unified government.
Yeah.
We need...
Pero di ba may mga nagsasabi na bakit pa magpa-participate si Bonifacio dito sa Tejeros Convention when some people are saying that he already has a working
Yes.
government at may mga nagsasulong pa nga na si Bonifacio daw ang tunay na unang Pangulo ng Pilipinas.
Yes. Yeah. He was Katipunan President, no, and Supremo. But Cavite had built this legend na we're the only ones winning, no? So Bonifacio must have seen an opportunity in Cavite to prove himself, no? Okay, you're saying Aguinaldo was the one leading, but actually it's me.
Okay.
Diba? Even the Spanish made a letter, no, for a ceasefire, and they addressed it to Aguinaldo. So Bonifacio was, di ba, parang natamaan siya. Bakit ina-address niyo kay Aguinaldo to? Di ba? So I need to prove it in Aguinaldo's own
Baluarte.
Yes, Baluarte.
Yun nga lang, natalo nga siya doon kasi
Oo.
Baluarte nga
But he had that
Aguinaldo.
choice, no? He had that choice to
Yeah.
go elsewhere, in the provinces, in Morong,
Okay,
in
okay.
Laguna.
Siguro final question lang, Arius.
Yes.
Kasi ang ilang daang mahigit 100 taon na ang lumipas mula nang nangyari ang mga ito. Relevant pa ba na pag-usapan itong mga isyong ito tungkol kay Bonifacio, kay Aguinaldo? Relevant pa ba ito lalo na yung Tejeros Convention?
History is always relevant, no? Kaya nga kasaysayan yan, eh, no? Ibig sabihin, may saysay yan. And we should learn from our history, no? So that we won't repeat it.
At nakikita natin na parang pareho pa rin ngayon.
What we say that parang we say that is repeating, no? So maybe we're not learning too much, and that's why we should appreciate it, no? Not only Aguinaldo but all our historical figures. No?
Mahalagang balikan yung nakaraan, 'di ba? Para matuto tayo sa
Yes,
kinabukasan.
because they're also human. They're like us. No? We could learn from their experiences.
Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Arius Raposas.
Thank you.
Thank you. Salamat po.